And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go! 180! Mike, number 53! Mike, 53! Hey, 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 hey!
This is the receiver turned running back, Cordero Patterson. Cordero Patterson! Touchdown, Chicago! Cordero Patterson with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Brett Maher on for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Winston, the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Shotgun now for Wentz. It's caught by Sanders. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. The last time these two teams met, boy, was it memorable. Wild card weekend last year as the Eagles started their Super Bowl title defense, and they held on thanks to the doink or the double doink heard around the world on the Cody Parkey missed field goal, and the Eagles would escape 16-15. Of course, they would go on to lose the following weekend to the New Orleans Saints. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Khalil Mack make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive, then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go.
There's a hush indeed. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
2nd and 7 at the Eagles' 44-yard line.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Lock in.
Now Trubisky. Got a man. It's Patterson complete. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Check 43.
They run with David Montgomery, the 3rd-round pick from Iowa State. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now 14-0.
Eagles nothing. Brett Maher is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake, but I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
You got tight right there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra line. Backers who brought a little bit of speed and heft and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
$14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Eagles nothing.
Now from back at the 5, this is 3rd and goal.
You got to get the ball until you get the ball right here. Let's go.
Now it's Trubisky. And Miller will pull this one in. He's got it for the Bears touchdown. Anthony Miller, his 2nd touchdown on the season as the Bears push further out in front. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down. No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Let's get it. Check it.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz.
Let's go.
Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. So a couple of 1st downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Clinton-Dix with a pick, and he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. From the shotgun is Trubisky. He's got Burton here. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Anthony Miller, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far as the Bears push further out in front. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. The inside linebacker, Danny Trevathan, gets the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And he's going to keep it here. It's a gain of 9 yards. And they're going to face a third down. On third down, they turn to Sanders. Nice move at the 40. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing on first is Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 25 yards that time. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup. Relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10, and he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky stepping up. He's going to keep it. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down.
Hey, ball. 53 is the mark. Hey, Delta. Get that quarterback D-line.
Now it's Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. A Chicago first down. The former Jag, Allen Robinson, on the catch from Trubisky.
2 yards. And the Bears first down.
Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10, and he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ball game. Throwing here, Trubisky, and that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
It's our time.
Here's Trubisky. And Miller will pull this one in. He's got it for the Bears touchdown. Anthony Miller in the final seconds of the first half as his guys continue to pour it on.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick.
Keep playing.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now, so as you mentioned,
Deshaun Jackson off to the races. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles get a score closer. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And the lead drops from 34 to 27.
Makes the score Bears 34, Eagles 7.
I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. Oh, it looked like the Eagles got this back. Yes, Philadelphia football. Well, I guess they felt like they needed something to get them going. Maybe you wait for this type of a play, but they try the onside kick, and it works.
I'm starting to wonder if the analytics coach is starting to get involved in the football nowadays. When you see this type of play made, this type of a risk taken, sometimes there's a different influences going into the head coach's ear.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Nelson Agholor, his second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now down to 20.
Eagles 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. It's a short kick taken near the 18. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now on 2nd and 13, Trubisky. That's complete to Robinson. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First down, Chicago.
Go! 180! There it comes! There it comes! No! Off! Ran! Go! He's coming! Double up!
They'll run on first down. Hunt. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 17-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
At the 17-yard line.
Another run with Sanders. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
It's 3rd and 10.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
Bravo!
From the gun, it's Wentz. And this is caught by Jackson. Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, 83 yards. And the Eagles get a score closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Trubisky will throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. Throwing on 2nd and long. Trubisky, he finds an opening past the 40. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
6-6, pull it high.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Solid.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And bulldozing his way, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Elliott now to add the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Let's go.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Trubisky to throw. It's complete. It's Miller. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. Forced out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Nick Perry just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Being chased out left. Oh, he's going to let this go. Got him in. Open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the 4th. Elliott Good with a PAT, and they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29. Yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Go.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Trubisky. This one into the hands of Burton. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 42.
It's a gain of 25.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They run with Patterson. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 24-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Trubisky to throw. And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
14, 82, 14. Hey, foxtrot. Lefty.
They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Whistles and a timeout at the 2:05 mark. So this defense wanting to get one more pause in before the 2-minute warning, and they do just that. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Now Wentz will keep it. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock, in a tight 1-point game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check 24. Check safety. 22 jet bomber. He's coming. He's great 57.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's go. Great 15. Protein spill.
Wentz on the give to Sanders. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, Maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
It's going to be a long... 74. Fofo to Mike. Mike's Fofo. Here we go.
Back to throw. Wentz. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nelson Aguilar, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good on the extra point. A 4th quarter score, meanwhile, from Kansas City. And not much trouble in that game for the Vikings. They've opened their lead further. If they hold on, it would be win number 10 for them on the year. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 51 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Back to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Hey, Haywood!
Now it's Trubisky. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with